Down in San Francisco, where the fog rolls thick over steep streets and shiny skyscrapers, there's a creepy urban legend only tech nerds dare whisper about: the ghost app of Foggy Street. Word on the dark web is, if you're poking around sketchy forums at midnight, you might stumble across a no-name app with a messed-up smiley face icon, drawn like it's bleeding digital blood. They say it promises a perfect world, but what it really does is crack open a door to a digital hell where the craziest shit in the city comes alive and hunts you down. Our guy's Alex, a 28-year-old coder grinding at a startup in Silicon Valley. He's not into spooky stuff. He's a practical dude, living solo in a tiny Nob Hill apartment, all about code and coffee. But one night, June 13th, a rainy-ass night with fog so thick you could choke on it, Alex gets a text from his little sister, Lily. She's only 15, stuck in a hospital bed back in New York, with a bad heart, texting him. "Bro, I'm scared. Docs say I need surgery ASAP, and I need you here." Alex's gut twists, but he's slammed with a deadline, can't hop a plane yet. Feeling like crap, he dives onto the dark web, looking for a way to check out for a bit. That's when he finds it. The app. He downloads it without a second thought. When he opens it, his phone screen flashes this eerie green, and a robotic voice hisses, "Welcome to Foggy Realm. Play or die." At first, it's like some augmented reality game. He looks through his camera, and the city's all kinds of screwed up. Cable cars sprout giant spider legs, crawling down the tracks. Pigeons turn into metal-winged monsters, screeching like busted sirens. Alex laughs it off as cool effects, but then he feels it, a cold gust blowing out of his phone, and the air starts stinking like blood. Shit gets wild when the app starts bleeding into real life. Alex bolts outside to check, and out of nowhere, a self-driving taxi guns for him, headlights glowing like red demon eyes, growling, "Play or die." He barely dodges, but the app pings. Level 1, survive the fog. The fog's so thick it's like wading through soup, and these freaky shapes start coming out. Homeless dudes turned into tech zombies, cables sprouting from their bodies, muttering old-ass code like a chant. They chase him cackling, "Join us in the code forever." Alex hauls ass through the hilly streets, heart pounding like a drum. He's thinking of Lily, picturing her in that hospital bed, waiting for him. "I gotta make it, for her," he screams in his head. It's gut-wrenching when he tries to FaceTime Lily, but the app hijacks it. Her face pops up, dragged into a foggy void, crying, "Alex, save me!" It's fake, but it feels too damn real. He ducks into an old dive bar for cover, but the bartender's this monster with USB cable arms, whipping at him like a damn lasso. Blood's dripping from a gash, and Alex is hurting, but he spots a glitch in the app. Using his coding skills, he hacks together a shield from old data scraps, buying himself some time. The big showdown hits when Alex reaches the hilltop, where the fog's thickest. The app blares final level Foggy Boss. Out of the mist, this massive thing rises, a skyscraper-turned monster, with windows like giant eyes and an elevator mouth ready to swallow everything. It roars, "Think you can escape? I am this city." Alex gets sucked into this digital void, floating as his memories get ripped apart, his parents long gone, Lily hugging him as a kid. Tears stream down his face, and he yells, "Lily, I'm coming back for you. Don't give up." With his last bit of strength, he codes a self-destruct sequence into the app, and the skyscraper beast shakes, exploding in a blinding flash. Alex wakes up on the street, phone smashed to bits beside him. The rain stopped, fog's clearing. He's alive, but that app's voice still whispers in his head, "Game over." Or is it? He sprints to the airport, grabs a ticket to New York, heart still racing from the nightmare. Lily's waiting, and he's praying that the madness is done. But back in San Francisco, the legend lives on. Download that app, and you might survive. If you're lucky. You rooting for Alex to make it back to Lily? Urban legends always leave you wondering, making you second guess picking up your phone at midnight. In the heart of Chicago, where the wind cuts like a knife and the city's lights pulse like a heartbeat, there's a twisted tale that keeps night owls awake, the legend of the midnight streamer of Echo Bridge. They say if you're scrolling through sketchy streaming sites at exactly 3 a.m., you might stumble on a live feed called Echo's Call. No thumbnail, just a black screen with a single word in glitchy red text. Watch. Click it, and you're sucked into a game where the city itself becomes your hunter, and the streamer, a ghostly figure with no face, wants your soul to join his audience forever. Our main guy is Riley, a 24-year-old barista and wannabe musician, scraping by in a cramped Logan Square apartment. He's no believer in ghost stories. He's too busy hustling for rent and strumming his guitar for tips. But one freezing February night, Riley's wired from a double shift and can't sleep. His buddy Marco texts him a link saying, "Yo, check this stream, it's freaky as hell." It's 2:58 a.m., and Riley, bored out of his mind, clicks the link. The screen goes black, then static, and a voice, low, raspy, like it's scraped from the bottom of a grave, whispers, "Welcome to the show, Riley. Play to survive." At first, it feels like a prank. The stream shows Chicago's streets through a warped lens. The L train tracks spark with green fire, and the river glows like toxic sludge. Riley's camera feed pops up. He's on the stream, live, his face pale under his beanie. "What the hell?" he mutters, but then his apartment door creaks open on its own. The stream's chat explodes with messages. "Run, dude. He's coming. You're screwed." Riley grabs his jacket and bolts, heart slamming in his chest, because he hears it, footsteps heavy and wet, echoing from his hallway. The stream gives him a mission: reach Echo Bridge by 4 a.m. or join the audience. Echo Bridge is an old pedestrian overpass in the West Loop, nicknamed for the way sounds bounce under it. Riley sprints through the icy streets, the city turning against him. Streetlights flicker and scream like banshees. A pack of stray dogs, eyes glowing like LEDs, chase him, snarling in glitchy robotic barks. The stream's viewers, hundreds, thousands, type faster, and he's behind you. Riley glances back and sees it. The midnight streamer, a tall figure in a tattered hoodie, face a blank void except for a twitching smile made of static. It's gaining on him. Riley's lungs burn, but he thinks of his mom, who raised him alone, working double shifts as a nurse. She's been saving for his demo tape, believing in his music. "I can't die tonight," he gasps, dodging a CTA bus that swerves at him, its windows filled with faceless passengers laughing. He tries calling his mom, but the stream hijacks the call. Her voice comes through, distorted, pleading, "Riley, don't leave me." It's fake, but it rips his heart out. He ducks into an alley, where graffiti on the walls starts moving, forming words. "You're already mine." The streamer's voice booms through his phone. "Keep running, star of the show." The climax hits as Riley reaches Echo Bridge, the stream's timer ticking down, 3:58 a.m. The bridge is shrouded in mist and the air hums with a low electric buzz. The streamer appears, gliding toward him, its static smile stretching wider. "Join the audience, Riley. Be famous forever." The chat goes wild. "Give in. Fight him." Riley's shaking, but he remembers his mom's words. "You're tougher than you think." He grabs a loose pipe from the bridge and swings it, screaming, "I'm not your damn puppet." The pipe connects and the streamer glitches, its form fracturing like a bad signal. Riley smashes his phone on the ground and the stream cuts out, but not before the streamer's voice hisses, "See you next show." Riley stumbles home as dawn breaks, phone dead, hands bloody from the pipe. He's alive, but the legend lingers. The midnight streamer's still out there, waiting for the next viewer to click watch. Riley catches the first bus to his mom's place, needing to hug her to feel something real. But every time he passes Echo Bridge, he hears it, a faint echo of static calling his name. You hoping Riley stays safe and keeps playing his music? That legend's got Chicago spooked, making folks think twice before clicking random links in the dead of night. In the sprawling suburbs of Los Angeles, where freeways snake through the night like veins of a sleeping giant, there's a bone-chilling story that keeps late-night drivers on edge. The legend of the Phantom Racer of Dead Man's Curve. They say if you're cruising alone on the 405 freeway past midnight, especially near the infamous Mulholland Drive exit, you might see a black muscle car with no driver, its headlights burning like hellfire. Locals swear it's the ghost of a street racer who crashed in the 70s, now doomed to drag race anyone foolish enough to lock eyes with its empty windshield. Win, and you walk away. Lose, and you're his passenger forever. Our guy is Mia, a 27-year-old mechanic with a knack for fixing beat-up cars and a love for speed. She's no sucker for ghost stories. She's got grease under her nails and a chip on her shoulder from years of proving herself in a man's world. But one sweltering August night, Mia's driving home from a long shift at her garage in Van Nuys. Her '67 Mustang roars down the 405, windows down, radio blasting old-school punk. It's 12:37 a.m., and the freeway's eerily empty. Then, out of nowhere, her radio cuts to static, and a low growl rumbles through her car. "Race me, Mia." Her dashboard lights flicker, spelling out Dead Man's Curve ahead in glitchy red. Mia laughs it off, probably a prank from her coworker Joey, who's always messing with her. But then she sees it in her rear view, a jet black Dodge Charger, no plates, no driver, tailing her so close she can smell burning rubber. Its headlights flare like angry eyes, and the air gets heavy, like someone sitting in her passenger seat. Her phone buzzes, showing a text from an unknown number. Floor it or burn. Mia's heart kicks into overdrive. She's not one to back down, so she slams the gas, tires screaming as she pushes her Mustang to the limit. The race is on, and the freeway turns into a nightmare. The road warps, lanes twisting like a roller coaster. Billboards bleed red, their ads replaced with words, "You can't outrun me." Other cars on the road vanish, replaced by ghostly wrecks. Rusted hulks of old crashes, their drivers' skeletal hands clawing at the air. The Phantom Racer stays on her tail, its engine roaring like a demon. Mia's sweating, her hands shaking on the wheel, but she thinks of her little brother Ethan, who looks up to her like she's a superhero. He's got dreams of racing too, and she's been saving to buy him his first car. "I'm not dying tonight, Ethan," she mutters, flooring it through a tunnel where the walls pulse like flesh. The Phantom's voice crackles through her radio. "You're mine, Mia. Join the curve." She swerves as the Charger tries to ram her, its bumper grazing her rear fender. Sparks fly and Mia's stomach lurches when she sees Ethan's face in her side mirror, pale and screaming, "Sis, help." It's not real, she knows it, but it's like a knife to her chest. She screams, "Leave him alone," and pushes her car harder, hitting 120 miles per hour. Dead Man's Curve looms ahead, a sharp, deadly turn where countless drivers have wiped out. The Phantom laughs, a sound like grinding metal, and the road itself seems to tilt, trying to throw her off. The climax hits as Mia reaches the curve. The Charger pulls alongside, its empty driver's seat staring her down. "Last chance," it hisses. Mia's hands are slick with sweat, but she remembers her dad's old racing tip. Trust your car, not your fear. She downshifts, hugs the inside of the curve, and drifts like her life depends on it. Because it does. The Phantom overshoots, its car spinning into a fiery wreck that explodes in her rear view, lighting up the night. Mia screams in triumph, but her radio crackles one last time. "Next time, you're mine." She pulls over, shaking, her Mustang steaming. The freeway's back to normal, cars honking as they pass. Her phone's dead, but she's alive. Mia drives straight to Ethan's place, needing to see him, to know he's okay. She hugs him tight, promising to teach him to drive safe. But the legend lives on. The Phantom Racer still haunts Dead Man's Curve, waiting for the next driver to take the bait. Every time Mia drives the 405, she checks her mirrors, half expecting those hellfire headlights.